What's up, tech enthusiasts, makers, and retro gaming aficionados? You know when Valve does something, it's usually big, often surprising, and almost always impactful. Today, we're diving into a piece of news that hit the top of hacker news like a lightning bolt. And trust me, if you're into DIY tech, custom hardware, or just love seeing big companies do cool, community-focused things, you're going to want to hear this. Because Valve, yes, that Valve, the powerhouse behind Steam, Steam Deck, and some of the most iconic games ever made, has just made an incredibly exciting move. They've open-sourced the design files and schematics for the e-ink screen module from the original Steam controller. Now, let's clarify something up front. When we say Steam Machine e-ink screen, we're specifically talking about the low-power, always-on display that was embedded into the first-generation Steam controller. This was a crucial, innovative component of a device that, while perhaps not a commercial juggernaut, was an absolute design marvel. And now, all that intellectual property, all those design blueprints, are available for you to use. Why is this such a big deal? Well, for anyone who's ever tinkered with electronics, built a custom device, or dreamed of creating something truly unique, the words open source hardware from a company like Valve are music to the ears. E-ink technology itself is fantastic for certain applications. Its ultra-low power consumption means it can display information for extended periods without needing constant power. And its paper-like readability is easy on the eyes, even in bright sunlight. But integrating e-ink into custom projects hasn't always been the most straightforward or affordable path for hobbyists. Until now. Imagine the possibilities this unlocks. With Valve's detailed design files, schematics, and potentially even some firmware examples, makers can now integrate a proven, high-quality e-ink display into an incredible array of custom projects. Are you building a retro gaming handheld? You could use this e-ink screen for persistent game stats, inventory, or even a unique menu system that sips power. Thinking about a smart home display? Forget constantly refreshed LCDs. An e-ink screen can show your weather, calendar, or sensor data without burning a hole in your energy bill or your retina. Beyond the obvious, think about the more niche applications. Low-power industrial displays, custom IoT dashboards that run for months on a single charge, unique e-readers, educational tools, or even experimental secondary screens for other devices. The flexibility of having these detailed files means you're not just buying a module off the shelf. You're gaining the knowledge to understand it, modify it, and truly make it your own. This move by Valve isn't entirely out of character when you look at their history. While they're often seen as a gaming software company, their foray into hardware has been significant. From the Steam Link and Steam controller to the wildly successful Steam Deck and their continuous contributions to VR with the Index. What ties much of this together is a philosophy that often leans towards open standards, community engagement, and empowering users. Their commitment to Linux with Proton, for instance, has fundamentally changed PC gaming. So, why open source this particular piece of hardware now? It's likely a mix of reasons. The original Steam controller is an older product. Its life cycle has run its course. By open sourcing its components, Valve isn't giving away future revenue, but rather fostering goodwill, encouraging innovation within the maker community, and potentially inspiring new talent. It's a way to give back and keep the spirit of innovation alive, turning what might otherwise be forgotten tech into a launchpad for future creations. The files themselves, what can you expect to find? Typically, an open-source hardware release like this would include detailed schematics, PCB layout files, like Gerber files, possibly bill of materials, BOM, and perhaps even some example code or drivers to get the screen up and running with common microcontrollers like Arduinos or Raspberry Pis. This level of detail is invaluable for anyone looking to reverse engineer or integrate complex components, drastically lowering the barrier to entry. For those of you looking to jump into this, the first step will be heading to Valve's GitHub repositories or keeping an eye on official announcements from Valve or key hardware hacking communities. You'll need some basic electronics knowledge, understanding schematics, maybe a bit of soldering, and certainly some microcontroller programming if you plan to interface it with your own custom boards. But the beauty of open source is that once these files are out there, a community will undoubtedly form around them, sharing tips, tricks, and ready-to-use libraries. This isn't just about reusing old tech. It's about repurposing, reinventing, and revitalizing. It's about taking a piece of hardware from a large, innovative company and democratizing its use, putting powerful tools into the hands of individual creators. We could see a renaissance of custom e-ink devices, from personal assistants to elaborate cosplay props, all powered by this newly accessible Valve technology. So, if you've been waiting for that spark to ignite your next DIY project, or if you're just fascinated by how open source principles are changing the tech landscape, this is huge. Valve has given us a fantastic gift, and I, for one, can't wait to see what incredible inventions spring forth from the maker community. What do you think? Are you excited about this open source release? What custom gadgets are you dreaming of building with Valve's e-ink screen? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative and hit that subscribe button with the notification bell so you don't miss out on more deep dives into the world of tech and gaming. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.